Hello there. We'd like to welcome you into the Philly and Fred show for Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. We're going to discuss the Sunday slate, the Monday game, some winners and losers from the weekend, who you taking, who you're not taking, and you're probably going to want to discuss the Bears. I know I'm going to want to discuss the Steelers and that performance that I had to saw drunk drinking a bunch of beers on a Sunday and lost $20 to Tanner. So yeah. We'll discuss some of that. We're gonna get into the Sunday slate though. First game, Giants 20, Eagles 38. Well, Saquon has not lost a step. He's still electric.
Yes, he is. As we saw on the first play of the game, taking it to the house. Looked like old times back at the Giants. So yeah,
Did you think that maybe last week that they threw for over 300 that had something to do with this week maybe lighting up the box, like having less people in the box this week?
yeah, that and with AJ being out, so it was just it was time, and
Do you
especially
think
after. Oh, go ahead.
my fault? Go ahead, because it's just you can go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just saying, like after Giants embarrassed them 2 weeks ago, it was only right that Saquon got his revenge.
No, my question was just going to be with AJ Brown. Do you think AJ Brown was hate watching over there?
That he was what?
Hate watching over there?
Probably so. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he got the ball. This like, yeah,
Oh
just
yeah, offense looks good now, huh? He can throw
right.
a ball now, huh? Because
Yeah,
I was
for
like,
sure.
he tweets every game when he has 3 targets, so I know he was over there talking to the other teammates. Like, I know before the game, he's like, "They ain't gonna do nothing without me. I know that for sure.
Hmm.
Me without me, yeah, Hurts ain't got me to throw the ball. Yeah, all right. New ran for 8.4 yards per carry. Devontae Smith, I mean, he's the number one receiver on a whole lot of teams.
Hmm.
So yeah, the defense played well. They're scary. I'm not gonna lie. That's the type of game that made me, which is every week's different with every team, but that type of game, watching the Eagles on Sunday, that made me think like, oh no, they're back to being one of the top teams for sure in the NFC, probably top one or two. And on the Giants side, that injury sucked. That's
Yeah, you hate that for anybody. But Scatterboo, yeah, just how hard he plays, competes with. Yeah, that sucked to see that.
yeah, and we had like the 4 games on, so I didn't even notice it. And then we looked
Hmm.
up there and we seen the aircast. And then of course, in one of the group chats, somebody decided to send the ankle and be like, "Well, this doesn't look awesome." And his ankle was completely facing the other way.
Hmm.
And that really does suck because like it felt like he lit a fire. Him and Dart both lit a fire underneath his team because they were dead. They looked dead. There
Hmm.
was no energy. Defense wasn't playing good. Offense wasn't playing good. Then they put them two in, and then just like that, team looks completely different. And the thing I'll say with Dart, I mean, I'm not gonna be like say he was bad, but I think he's gotta know when the plays when there's nothing there because
Yeah.
like his scrambling, he's made some plays this year. He's looked really good, extending the play, running for a couple of first downs, throwing a couple like big third down, having some big third down completions. But in that game, there was nothing there, and he kept holding the ball, and he kept getting sacked, and it kept killing him. Like, cause that was the first game it felt like it really killed him this year. Like the other
Hmm.
times, it felt like it's worked. This was the first time where, after a couple of times, I was like, all right, you need to know when there's nothing there. You just need to get rid of the ball because they're just coming after you every time. And we're gonna move on to your team's game: Bears 16, Ravens 30. This is yours, brother.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. It kind of felt like a trap game coming in. Ravens literally needed this win to probably keep their season alive. And then kind of just a little letdown spot for us. But yeah, we didn't play well. Caleb, kind of took a step back this week. Had a few turnovers and just a few like kind of bonehead mistakes that he was making last year. I think he'll bounce back, but yeah, some of the stuff, yeah, he did just can't happen. And on the Ravens, you got to give them their props. Tyler Huntley looked phenomenal. Derrick Henry got going in the rushing game. and they finally, forced a turnover, and we did not, which was what we was, banking on all season. So gotta tip my cap to the Ravens. I think uh we'll be fine.
Oof, you're a lot calmer than I think I'm going to be later in the show when I have to talk about the Steelers. But I was thinking watching this game, why did the Ravens ever pick up Cooper Rush and get rid of Tyler Huntley? Like he's he's done the same thing before, where Lamar's went out, Huntley's went in there, he's been serviceable, and they've either won games or they've had a chance in every game. Like I was watching, I was like, why did they ever go to Cooper Rush and not stick with Huntley? And plus, you don't have to change the game plan. Like he's obviously not Lamar, but you can keep the read options in there. You can keep the bootlegs. Like he's got athleticism and he can throw it pretty well for a backup quarterback. So yeah, that's did you ever wonder? I was wondering that the whole game when they started moving the ball. It's like, well, I think they might have cost themselves a couple games just not having Huntley back there.
Yeah, I forgot they even traded him or released him. But yeah, I mean, him and Lamar are very obviously Lamar more dynamic. He's won MVP twice, but two very similar quarterbacks in their playing style. So yeah, I see why. I mean, Cooper Rush maybe been the best backup at one point on the Cowboys, but I think the style just don't fit with like his QB style doesn't fit with this offense. I think that's all it is. I think Cooper Rush is still a pretty good backup quarterback. But yeah, Tyler Huntley, yeah, that should be their number two. And
Yeah, that's and this game, especially with the Steelers' loss later in the day, this game officially the Ravens can come back and win that division because the Steelers have the Colts and the Chargers next, and then I know the Ravens have a combination of like the Dolphins, Browns,
it's
Jets,
favorable, yeah.
Bengals, and then Steelers. So they could be up in the division in 5 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Next game, Browns 13, Patriots 32. I mean, they showed some of his stats. Drake May is top. I mean, he's top five, top three deep ball passer. He was top five in every deep ball stat they had. Like
Mm.
he's like some of the deep balls he's thrown. I mean, just lays it right out in the hands every time. Like most most like dudes have the sophomore slump. I mean, he's
Hmm.
just exceeded expectations. He's went above and beyond. He's been so. I mean, because normally you see a little bit of a digression or what's the word I'm looking
Regression.
for? Regression. I
Regress.
was trying to
Yeah.
trying to combine two freaking words. But yeah, regression. But he's went the complete opposite way. He's gotten way better this year. He's been way more consistent. He really still hasn't had a terrible game. Got the great deep ball. He's used his legs a little bit more lately, and I think that can help them out big time. And not only that, not only all that, but they can. I think they can win this division, have a home playoff game this year.
Yeah. And do you think that's his, uprise is because of Mike Vrabel?
I mean, Price, he's definitely got something to do with it. Because I mean, he's just that good of a head coach. I mean, he had Ryan Tannehill look like a pretty good starting quarterback for a while. So I
Hmm.
think he's definitely got something to do with it. Probably his mindset and just a second year of seeing things. He got the full off season. Like, yes, I'm the starter. He got another
Hmm.
year of the game plan. Like, yeah, I think it's a combination of things. The reason he got so much better this year.
Yeah, I'm liking what he's been doing so far. So shout out to Drake May.
And also, they gave Henderson carries today, and he averaged 7.5 yards per carry.
Mm, nice.
And on the subject of the Browns, I mean, what did you see the Shador thing
Mm-mm.
where they were like, yeah, Kevin Stefanski was like, yeah, he just Shador woke up on Sunday, we put him through a couple tests, and he didn't feel like he could go, so he wasn't even. I don't even think he was active on Sunday.
He didn't feel like he could go.
Apparently he had back tightness or something like that. That's
Mm,
what Stefanski said. Nobody else has said anything.
right.
So yeah, that's just a. But I think you said it this last show, the show before this one. He's going to get his chance here soon
Yeah, I
because
mean,
that offense.
yeah, what are we doing? Sorry to cut you off. What are we doing if Gabriel, we're not going to win anything at this point. What's the point of two rookie quarterbacks and you're just going to play one of them? So,
And I don't know if the front office feels like this, but I know the Browns fans, they're tired of Stefanski. Like
hmm
they've had enough of this run of not being good on offense and him being able to blame like the players or the system or something like that. But like, I don't know how the management feels, but I know the fans are about done with it. And once again, Miles Garrett looking sad. But then I thought about it. He looks sad. He looks mad. And I was like, he's probably mad the whole game. And then he's mad in the locker room. And then when he gets his Lamborghini, he's still probably a little angry. And then he goes to his mansion. He goes, you know what? I'm not so mad that I signed that $40 million contract. Getting your mansion, getting your
yeah,
couple $100,000 car, getting your couple $1 million mansion. He's like, you know what? Losing football games ain't that bad. I'm making $40 million. I think
yeah,
I'm okay with this. He might want to go somewhere else still, but I think they're making it seem like, oh my God, he's so miserable. It's like, dude, he makes $40 million. I think he's a
right,
pretty happy human being, I'd say.
yeah.
I'd be happy. Send me to Alcatraz, send me to Alaska. I don't care. You give me $40 million.
Oh yeah,
I think
I'll
I'll
be
be
all
a
right.
pretty you'll see a lot of this right here. I'll be
Yeah.
cheesing a lot. But the next game, I mean, there's been some historic collapses this year, and this was another one. Jets 39, Bengals
Oh
38. I
God.
mean, did you watch the end of this? What did you think of the end of this one?
I honestly didn't because I thought there was no way that Jets was about to come back and beat the Bengals. But it was crazy because I saw a few people that said Jets get their first win today. I'm like, probably not, but that's what happened. So I honestly I don't know. I still haven't seen the highlights to the end of this game to see like what happened. Like, was there turnovers? Just Jets executing. What was it?
I mean, it was just a combination of their defense is just bad, is what it is.
Yeah.
Because I did watch the end of this game because Kendall had a bet and he had Bengals money line
No.
and he had a little bit of money on it, so we did watch the end of it, and I kept going, nah, there's no way, there's not going to blow this.
hmm
And then touchdown, 2 point conversion. And I was just like, oh my, I couldn't believe it. And all my things before that collapse was like, oh, Bengals can make the playoffs with Joe Burrow. Jets suck. I feel for their fans. And then just like in the span of a couple minutes, they completely changed that. Jets get their first win. And the Bengals, this is going to be one of those losses. This is going to be like the Patriots lost last year that
hmm
you look back when they missed the playoffs by one game and you go, that one
That
right
was
there.
it. hmm
That was the one that took us out of the playoffs. The team that hadn't won a game yet. We let them come back from 14 down late in the fourth quarter. And we didn't
hmm
make the playoffs by one game. And that was the reason. And also, stat here, pretty funny stat. Jets have had 500 yards 2 times in the last 25 years, and they're both against the Bengals.
Yeah, that defense is terrible.
I mean,
Gosh.
how bad are the AFC North defenses though? Like the Jets have looked horrible in like 5 games, and the 2 games they've looked awesome in was against the Steelers and the Bengals.
You know what? The Browns probably have the best defense in that division, if you think
Oh,
about
I think they have the best defense
it.
by a pretty wide margin. I don't
Yeah.
think it's necessary because the Ravens ain't good defensively either. I don't think it's that
No,
close.
they're not. Wow. But no, that's actually
Yeah,
surprising because I mean, Jets were missing their best offensive player and defensive player. There was no Sauce or Garrett Wilson in
yeah.
this game, so that's kind of crazy.
And they had their top, yeah, not only Garrett Wilson, but Reynolds, they had their top 2 guys that they throw the ball to out.
Mm.
And Justin Fields, see, in games like that, like, I don't, people give up on Justin Fields, and I don't know if I can because he looks pretty good last year. And then he's had a couple games this year where he's looked awesome throwing the ball and running the ball. And I know the consistency's still not there, and he's been there a while, but his flashes are really good, but then his lows are really low. Like I don't
Yeah,
know what to think of it.
it's hard for me to either. It's like I never was off the Justin Field train at the Bears just because he had 3 different head coaches, 3 different OCs. I thought if we got some weapons, I didn't think we needed Caleb. I didn't want Caleb. I wanted Fields to stay because he only got 1 year with DJ Moore and really had not a lot of weapons to work with. But then you see, oh, he holds the ball the most out of any quarterback in the league. That's why he's getting sacked, one of the most in the league out of any quarterback. And it's like, his decision making could be better. And like you said, like he shows flashes of him being a really good quarterback. But yeah, those lows are really bad. So he's one quarterback that is very kind of hard to read. But I don't want to fully give up on him. But sometimes he makes you feel like that.
Yeah, and then the same thing with the Steelers. Like he was 4-2 as a starter.
Hmm.
In the last game he played, he's the offense he was leading scored 32 points. So I was the same way going to this offseason. Like, I mean, I'm not off the Justin Fields train yet, but like we said, the consistency's not there. The really high highs, really low lows. We'll see how he does the rest of the season. Onward. We were a little off on this one. Bills 40, Panthers 9. But I don't feel bad about this because I seen like I won't watch shows until we record because I don't want like other people's opinion to accidentally become my opinion.
Right.
But hey, a lot of other people pick the Panthers. I'm not gonna lie. Multiple football people pick the Panthers, so I don't feel as bad. And hey, did you know, dude? Everybody on the internet's like 100% on their bets. I'm kind of surprised there's not a lot more millionaires that gamble. If I'm being honest,
Yeah,
because
if
everybody that comments on TikTok, I mean, they
extra
comment like
bet.
they've never missed a pick in their life.
Yeah, hey, just let them talk. Just let them talk.
I, I mean, I can't believe I don't even know how Vegas makes money.
Yeah.
I mean, every pick I make stupid. I mean, these people are apparently super geniuses when it comes to gambling. But I mean, hey,
Gotta be.
you should put all the money, brother. You apparently never
Yeah.
miss a pick the way you talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bills. They just James Cook's awesome. I don't got much to say about this game. Game Cook's awesome, and this year I got a little bit actually. Now that I think about it, this year is a little different because it feels like years in the past, their best games was when Josh Allen was Superman. But
Hmm.
like this game, it feels like they play their best when Josh Allen's like 150 to 200 yards, and then there's just a couple third downs where he's got to do it himself because they're just still limited at receiver until they get a
Hmm.
receiver, a number one receiver, or even I mean a good number two. They're going to struggle to throw the ball when people know they have to.
Yeah, they had a lot of explosive plays in this, and Andy Dalton just didn't look right. He turned the ball over quite a bit this game. I think that was really the reason the Panthers got smacked this game. But yeah, the Bills look good. I mean, they was pretty good coming off a bye week with Sean McDermott and Josh Allen. I don't think they had a loss to that point. So they was eager after the bye week to get some stuff rolling. So I guess I could have saw something like that coming, even though the Panthers were playing great at home. But yeah, I'm still not. I'm not getting my hopes all the way up on Bills. The real test will be
No,
this upcoming weekend against the Chiefs. So we'll see.
yeah. Well, and really, it is a test this weekend, but it still won't mean nothing until they play them in January.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because they've beat them what 2, 3 times in a row in the regular season, and they've still lost in
Hmm.
heartbreaking fashion in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can't like we couldn't have saw this coming because the Panthers were running the ball awesome, and the
Hmm.
Bills couldn't stop the run. But in this
Right.
game, they stopped the run.
Yeah.
And another big news for them: Ed Oliver tore something in his arm. He's out for a couple weeks. That's a killer for them on defense. He's their best
Hmm.
defensive player. He's their anchor right there in the middle.
For
I
sure.
saw that today. He's gonna be out. I think what I saw something about at least 3 weeks, maybe even longer than that. So that's a tough injury for them on the defensive side, right in the middle. On to Texas. 49ers 15, Texans 26. I think the defense the injuries on defense finally reared its ugly head because they couldn't really stop the run and they couldn't get any pressure on a team that had allowed multiple sacks in every game this year.
Yeah. That's probably what it
What was your
was
thoughts on
because
this one?
yeah. Honestly, that probably is what it is because I mean Texas offense looked pretty good, but yeah, it's probably more so of Niners just being banged up. Few turnovers for Mac Jones. So I think Niners. I don't know if their defense, keeps playing like this with all the injuries, then they might be on the outside looking in come January. But yeah, I gotta see more from this Texans team. Still, we'll see how that is down the line.
Yeah, and the Texans, or well, the 49ers, like they just feels like one of those seasons where they're just never going to get healthy.
Hmm. Yeah,
It feels like the whole year everyone's going to be like, man, if they ever get healthy, they're going to be dangerous. But then that day never comes. The
never. Yeah.
injuries just keep piling up, piling up, piling up, and then you look at them at one point, and you're looking at starters on the defense like, who's this guy? Who's this guy's name?
Hmm.
I ain't
Yeah.
never heard of this guy in my life, and they got to go into a playoff game with dudes like that. Yeah, and Texans. I mean, I, I, this game made me think. Like, I don't think it's a Stroud problem. I still think it's an offensive line and a running the ball problem because he got time in this game and he looked awesome
Hmm.
without his number one option.
Yeah.
So I think like, did that make you feel that way? Are you a believer in Stroud? Maybe not. Where you at with Stroud?
Still not yet. They honestly they had a lot of pass catchers involved in this game, which was positive to see for the if you're a Texans fan. That guy Noel, he looks like a legit stud. I think he's a rookie. Um, but yeah, still got to see more against a healthier and like decent defense. So I still got to see it some more.
Yeah, and that's another thing with the Texans is like their offense ain't got to be awesome.
Yeah,
Just be okay. Your
yeah, that
defense is really,
defense.
really
Yeah.
good. You just got to be. If you're okay, you can win a couple playoff games.
Hmm.
Yeah. So on to Titans, Colts. Titans 14, Colts 38. Titans stink. Colts are really good. Colts offensive line. I mean, they had some of the biggest holes I've ever seen in that game. I mean, there's that classic adage of like you could drive a Mack truck through it. That happened at least 3 to 4 times in that game.
Yeah, didn't cut a second of this game on. But yeah, like you said, Titans stink. Colts, gotta give them their props. They just keep on winning. Jonathan Taylor, I gotta see his MVP odds because I think that's his third game of having 3 touchdowns this year, I believe.
Yep.
It's at least his second, yeah. So I mean, his team's just hitting on all cylinders at this point. You gotta give them their kudos. Curious to see how they'll look come January in those playoffs. So they look stellar to this point.
Yeah, they're definitely. It feels like they're going to be one of them teams that they're just going to have to do it in the playoffs. For anybody to truly believe in them, they're going to have to do it in the
Hmm.
playoffs. And with the Titans, I mean, they just stink. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch the Titans at all. They've had 7 losses, and all of them have been by 8 points or more. Like I'm done. I'm tired of them being on TV. Like I'm just
Hmm.
any game they play in. If I bet, I'm going to bet against them and their spread, and I'm not going to watch them. Oh, and I have a true false for you. True or false? The Colts should have the number one and number two players in the MVP voting right now.
Mm, uh, that may very well be true. I
Yes,
wouldn't have said
when
that
I
two
seen that, I
weeks
was like, I
ago.
actually like that one. No, because when the last 2 weeks, Jonathan Taylor's had 6 touchdowns. He's had 3 touchdowns 2 weeks in a row, right? Or was it the
Yeah,
week before that?
maybe the week before. No, was it the Chargers last week that he had 3 touchdowns?
They
Yeah,
played Chargers last
yeah,
week.
yeah. So yeah, 2 weeks in a row. I could say
Yeah,
yeah. Now with um, Baker's kind of fell a little bit down. I'd say yeah, maybe so.
I'd say the top three right now is Mahomes should be Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, and Daniel Jones, and then whatever order you want to have those in. Like that's your preference, but I think do you feel like those are the top three right now? in the MVP voting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mahomes probably would lead the pack right now over them two. But yeah, them two are, I would say, next.
Well, and I think the only reason I don't think Jonathan Taylor would be over the two quarterbacks is just because it's a quarterback award, basically.
Yeah,
Because like it feels like he's the most valuable player right now.
yeah. I mean, I think he's to this point right now. He may be having a better year than Saquon did last year, or
Yep,
just as good.
yep. And one, oh, I'd say just as good. Oh yeah, I mean better. He's had so many touchdowns this year.
Yeah, and granted, like Hurts took a lot of Saquon's last year, but
Yeah, oh, trust me, I know. I had him in fantasy. He took a crap ton of touchdowns from me
yeah,
every game. I knew it too. I just look at
yeah,
that like, oh, yep, Noah's coming here. Take away
yeah.
another touchdown. Saquon ran it for 89 yards on that drive. Yeah, thanks. Eagles
Hmm.
offense. God, I hate the Eagles. But the Eagles cow or division foe, Cowboys 24, Broncos 44. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix finally showed up. I know it was against that terrible Cowboys defense, but hey, late's better than never. And they look good. What was your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, they did. I was surprised that Cowboys offense not. I mean, like I know Denver's defense is really good, but they didn't. They don't have their best player in Sertan, so I was kind of surprised that they didn't go at these corners more. But yeah, Bo Nix and the Broncos look really good. Not hopping on that train, due to them playing this Cowboys defense. But I mean, you put up 44 on them. You looked really good. So yeah, we'll see what you do going forward.
And the Broncos feel like the Texans in the fact of your offense ain't got to be awesome. Like it's just be good.
Hmm.
If you're good and you're timely, score when you get in the red zone, be good on third down, like you'll be fine. You'll be able to win a lot of games in the regular season and then maybe a couple in the playoffs. And then this game made me realize what everybody saw in the Broncos because preseason a lot of people had the Broncos and I was kind of like, I mean, to go to the AFC Championship and I never really bought onto it, but the defense all year and then this game, watching the offense, I was like, oh, now I get the hype. Now I get why everybody was on their train to start the season. Because I mean, in the last 5 quarters, they've scored what was it,
Jeez.
70? They've scored 77 points in the last 5 quarters. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Uh, to New Orleans, Bucks 23, Saints 3. I don't have any notes for this game. This game stunk. There was a couple turnovers. Did you watch it?
I watched a few drives, but for the Saints, I like that Tyler Shuck's gonna be making his first start next week, so that's exciting coming from a Wolves fan. We'll see what he can bring, maybe a spark to this offense. But honestly, I did take the Saints in this game. You did use on the Bucks, which I mean, yeah, that was probably kind of stupid on my part. But yeah, I
But
mean, not much
to
to
be
say.
fair, to be fair to you, I did say they would win by 4. It did. I didn't say they were going to blow them out. I took their spread
Yeah,
because it was 3.5. I
28-24.
remember I
Yeah,
said like 28, 24, something
24.
stupid like
Yeah,
that. So to be
you
fair to
did.
you, I didn't pick them. I didn't say they were going to win by 3 touchdowns. To be fair, yeah,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna just do you dirty like that. Like I picked them to
yeah,
win. I said, oh, they'll win by 4. They'll cover it like that.
yeah.
And if we're talking about colleges, shout out Kentucky basketball, by the way, beating #1 Purdue, looking really good. Need to buy my tickets to Indianapolis so I can get there.
God.
Oh boy. And on
Blow
to
your
the
own
main
there.
event. Packers. Oh no, I don't have to. Packers 35, Steelers 25. God, this game angered me. It upset me. It frustrated me. Oh man, you say a couple things because I'm going to speak for a while after you say what you want to say about this game.
Yeah, you're good. I mean, I don't know what happened. First off, I want to say I love the jerseys y'all wore. Although it don't seem like most of the Steelers fans like the jerseys, but I loved them. Um, I feel like I say this every week. I fell asleep. during this game. Uh, I fell asleep. It was 15-7. Y'all was up. I had Steelers money line, by the way.
16.
Oh, yep, 16-7. Y'all was up. I didn't watch the highlights because I had a terrible Sunday of betting. So don't know what happened. From the sounds of it, it seems like y'all got a little conservative, and Jordan Love looked, pretty decent. But honestly, I can't say much on this game. From when I did watch, y'all looked pretty good on offense. Was moving the ball, but yeah, I don't know. Spill the beans.
Ah, yeah, we did. I went from I bet Tanner before this game started. It felt awesome. Was drinking Bush Light. We was up 16-7. I thought we was going to go to the Super Bowl. I went from an hour thinking we were going to go to the Super Bowl to just completely giving up. I'm done. I'm over it. It's the same thing 8 years in a row. But now we flipped it this year. We said, "Oh, our offense will actually play good." But now that highest paid defense, the highest paid defense is one of the worst defenses in the league. They've gave up 30 points 4 times. No one's gave up more. You know who's gave up the same amount of 30-point games?
This year,
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess till I get it right. Cowboys.
Yep, absolutely. So they got the same amount of 30 points given up games as the worst defense in the league. And they're the highest paid defense. You just extended Watt. He was a no-show. You just gave Hayward more money. You paid Ramsey. You paid Slay. You paid JPJ's young. I mean, we got older and we got it more expensive, and it's for nothing. I haven't won a playoff game in 8 years because it's going to be 8 this year after we lose again in the playoffs if we make the playoffs, and it's going to be longer because Rodgers made it seem like he wanted to retire before the season, so that's going to be another quarterback. You're going to have to restart from scratch. Oh, and by the way, the last couple quarterbacks you've picked in the draft have been Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph. So I feel ecstatic about who we'll draft next for sure. We'll definitely get it right. It's not like we haven't got it wrong before. We'll go back to the defense. They gave up 700 yards and 6 touchdowns the last 2 weeks. Would you consider Jordan Love and Joe Flacco top 5 quarterbacks?
Not at all.
Don't worry. When they play us, we'll make them look like a top 5 quarterback for sure. And somebody's got to take the blame for the highest paid defense. It's either got to be the defensive coordinator or the GM because either the GM's not signing players that are worth the money they're paying them or the defensive coordinator is not putting them in positions that they need to be put in. Like that, somebody's got to take the blame. Or you got to put the blame on the head coach who hasn't won a playoff game in 8 years, and we do the same thing every year. And they say he's got a good amount of control of the roster, so he's got to take the blame as well. The defense stinks. They're 30th in total defense. That's the worst Steelers defense ever. They haven't had a turnover in a month. I mean, you're giving up third and longs. You can't tackle. You can't cover. You gave up Minka, and Ramsey was playing good. He's getting cooked now. I mean, he's a hot dog. He's a s'more. Throw him on the bonfire and cook him because, I mean, he's just getting cooked every week the last 2 weeks. Oh, guess what else? Guess what you also did in the offseason, Steelers? You gave up George Pickens for a third-round pick. He looks pretty good over there, doesn't he? He looks pretty good over there in Cowboy land, but no, he was trouble. I haven't heard a peep about it over there. Nothing but great things. He's a great teammate. We thought he was a bad teammate. All this other stuff. Also, but like you say, the people said conservative, but like we only ran the ball 3 times when we were up 19-14 before they got the, or no, before it was 16-7. We ran the ball 3 times before they took the lead back. So I mean, we were throwing the ball, and I think this team needs to go in the opposite direction. They need to run the ball because your defense, you can't say be conservative or throw the ball when your defense sucks. You got to win time of possession. You got to keep the defense off the field. Like when they said that, it was like, well, no, we threw the ball, we didn't get first downs, we punted it, and then our terrible defense gave up all the yards back. So yeah, I'm not very positive on the Steelers. They've I think they've angered me for the last time. I'm not bought in no more. I'm gonna be a Steelers fan. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be sad as we move to 4-5 in 2 weeks when we lose to the Colts and we lose to the Chargers, who have good teams, good defenses. The people they're playing well. It's not happening in Pittsburgh. That's everything on my mind about the Steelers. Oh, and one last thing. It's Aaron Rodgers. That was a good signing. I'll give him that. He's played well. It's not the offense's fault. When you have the highest paid defense, your offense scoring the points we've scored should be enough. All right. So that's all my thoughts there. I got out everything right there, Philly. All the anger, all the things I've seen. That's
Let it
it.
out, brother.
Going to move on to Monday night. Washington 7, Chiefs 28. I mean, the Chiefs are back. They look unstoppable. Everybody's back. Rice, Kelsey looks young again. Worthy, Pacheco, and Hunt. Like, they just, yeah, they're back. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, they just have weapon after weapon after weapon. It. This might be like the scariest year yet, and we obviously wasn't saying that after they started 0-2, but now it's like they can literally go to 5, 6 guys on offense on any given down. So, and defense looks good too. Mahomes looks maybe the best he's looked in about 3, 4 years, maybe ever. Uh, but yeah, Commanders, they hung in there at first. Actually, like the first 3, 4 drives, they started in positive territory. They just couldn't capitalize. So it sucks for them honestly, because they'll have Daniels out for a few more weeks, and yeah, they're kind of in a. They're not really like they're still behind the Cowboys, and Giants is right there with them, so they're probably not gonna make the playoffs. So yeah, that kind of sucks for them.
Yeah, I kind of figured when they lost I mean, even with Daniels, I honestly didn't know if they were going to make the playoffs. Like, it just looked like the team's just not good enough. And the NFC's really good this year. There's a lot of really
Hmm.
solid, really good teams in the NFC. So, yeah, even before they lost Daniels, I was still kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs because I just don't think they're good enough this year. And yeah, the Chiefs are back to being the favorite in the AFC. Went from
Hmm.
oh no, they're done to yeah, they're probably going to win the AFC and probably win the Super Bowl once again.
Hmm.
All right, on to our segments. First segment, winner of the week, loser of the week.
You want to go
Who's
winner
yours,
first or
Philly?
loser first, or both?
It's up to you, brother.
All right,
It's up to you.
I'll go loser of the week first. What is up with the Atlanta Falcons? This might be the hardest team to read in the whole NFL. Granted, they had Kirk Cousins, which I didn't think he was done with his career yet, but he might need to be after getting slaughtered by
Oh
the
my goodness.
Dolphins at home. Uh, but yeah, you Falcons, you literally don't know what you're gonna get from them, week to week basis. They get blown out by the Panthers and the Dolphins, but then they're beating the Vikings, the Bills. Like, I guess bet them against good teams and fade them against bad teams, because they're gonna let you down if they're playing somebody they should beat. So yeah, that'll be my loser of the week. Winner, I'll go the team that played the Bears, Ravens. They showed, that they're still fighting for a playoff position, especially with a favorable schedule right now. They was literally down to their last leg, and they battled and they played some good football Sunday. So Ravens will be my winner, Falcons my loser.
Oh, and I'm not going. I guess I just didn't put that game in my notes, but yeah, Dolphins killed the Falcons and the The Falcons are, I, like you said it right. I don't know what they are. When I think they're really good, they lose. When I think they suck, they win and beat somebody good. I don't know what they are, but the Falcons are definitely in the that old saying: "Fool me once, shame on me," or "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me three times, call me a damn idiot." Because they're just, uh, yeah, I don't know what I'm ever gonna do with the Falcons. I just won't touch them because they're in
Yeah.
that. They're with the Jaguars. Look good,
Hmm.
and then they completely fall off a cliff. Uh, I think my loser of the week's probably going to be the Bengals because you were up 2 scores, and it looks even worse now that the Steelers lost
Hmm.
because you would have been a game behind the Steelers with a win over the Steelers, playing the Steelers again, and instead you give up a 14-point lead late in the fourth and give up 500 yards to a Jets offense that the last couple weeks looked like they couldn't make a forward pass. So the Bengals, I mean, great chance to pick up a game and really pick up a game and have a chance in the division. Have a legit chance to be a game behind with the team that's lost 2 in a row. And they could have had the lead in 2 weeks because the Steelers got 2 tough games. And then I don't know their schedule, but I assume they could probably win their next 2 games. So yeah, the Bengals, I mean, and like we said during the game, that's one of those losses that you look up when they're 10-7 or 9-8, and you go, that kept you out of the playoffs right there. And I'm gonna go with my winner. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. The offense finally showed up. And like I said, if the offense can look anything like that, they could absolutely go to the AFC championship game. They can go on the road. They can win at home. I think they could go with a defense like that. I think they could go to Kansas City because they got 4 dudes and they could get to Mahomes, frustrating. And then if Bo Nix can look like that, they could score some points on this Chiefs defense because even the score some points on the Chiefs defense because I mean teams have moved the ball on them. The Washington really moved the ball on them. So yeah, I think they're my winners because the offense showed up. That can give them some momentum and some energy and some confidence. And the defense was awesome against probably, if not the best, probably a top 2, top 3 offense in the league. And that's big time right there. To get a defensive performance like that, and then the offense score 44 and your young quarterback look like that, that's just, that's big time. And they're my winner of the week. The Broncos were my winner of the week, and the Bengals were my loser. On to the final segment. Who you taking, who you not taking? In this week's Who You Taking, it's going to be between Daniel Jones, Drake May, or Justin Herbert this year. Who you taking?
Daniel Jones, Justin Herbert, and
Drake May.
Drake May. Ooh. Let me get Drake May, man. I know Daniel Jones. He's been lighting it up, kind of revamping his career, but I'm loving what I'm seeing out of this May kid. He's not scared to take shots. He has a great QBR, great sense of humor. He's been playing some good football, and I think he'll down the line. I think he'll probably be the best quarterback out of these three. So right now, I just like the firepower he's been playing with. So give me Drake May.
Okay. And I just realized when I looked at the list, I was like, oh, they're actually, they all 3 of these guys played pretty similar. They're all big whites. They all can move. But they'd be the type, all 3 would be the type of guys that when they run, the analyst goes, I mean, man, they got deceptive speed. You don't think of him as a runner, but the guy's got pretty decent legs. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, this guy runs a 4.6. Like, yes, he can run.
Yeah.
I know why you're saying it's deceptive. I'd rather you just say that's why I didn't know he was fast.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna have to go Drake May too. I mean, guy's got everything. Guy throws the deep ball. Guy can use his legs. And I mean, really, I think he's got the least supporting cast because they haven't ran the ball well this year.
Yes, he
I
does.
mean, Diggs, people thought Diggs coming off an injury and older, people thought they didn't know anything about Diggs. Butte, like, they didn't even know if he was going to be a real player. They were kind of like, dang, he might be a bust. We drafted him, but he hasn't filled up or lived up to his potential. So I think he's doing possibly the most with possibly the least amount of help.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think I'm also going to have to take Drake May. But all three this year are playing awesome.
Yeah,
All three should make the playoffs, and then hopefully two of these three, or maybe all three at some point, play each other in the playoffs.
yeah.
And what
Sorry,
about to
go
say?
ahead.
Go
No,
ahead.
you go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was gonna move on to the next segment. You go ahead.
Okay, I was just saying it was a great point that yeah, he's probably doing the most with the least amount of weapons. So I like that.
Yeah, and on to who you're not taking. We've had three. We're gonna add four to this just because of what they did to me on Sunday. But we're gonna do this. Who you not taking? Cowboys, Bengals, Ravens, or Steelers defense? Which one of those four do you not want to take and take their defense?
Jeez, that is tough. Cowboys, Ravens, Steelers, Bengals. I know it's in between two teams, but ooh,
That's what I was thinking. I threw the other two in there just to kind of throw them in there.
man, I don't know who I'm not taking. Oh God, I'm gonna go Bengals just because like with Cowboys, Ravens, and Steelers, I'm more confident in their offense at the moment without Burrow, so at least they can put up points. Defense maybe only need one key or one or two key stops, at the end of the game. Whereas Bengals, I mean, they step up with Flacco over Browning, but Bengals, there's times like they can go 4 or 5 straight drives with just giving up points, and they can't stop anything. They're gonna commit penalties. Now that's probably you could probably say the same thing for all three defense, but like I said, I'm gonna go with the least the how am I trying to word this? The least best offense out of the group is
Oh,
who
okay.
I
I get what you're
yeah,
saying.
it's who I'm gonna go with. Well, as of right now.
See, I think I'm gonna have to go Cowboys here just because, like, the Cowboys are. I think the Bengals and the Cowboys are equally
Hmm.
horrific on defense,
Yeah.
but the Cowboys are actually paying some dudes. Like
Hmm.
especially in the secondary, they're paying Diggs, which Diggs is hurt now, but they're paying Diggs, Bland. There's a couple other young guys they're paying, and it's like, wait, we're paying these guys, and they lead the league. And oh my God, who was guarding that guy? He was wide open. I mean, they lead the league in that.
Yeah.
It's every time I watch the Cowboys, the amount of open people, and they also lead the league in pointing at like two guys doing the Spider-Man meme. I think we said that about him earlier this year. They
Hmm.
lead the league in that every
Hmm.
time. No, it's not my. It's that guy. I thought a lot of hands up like this, and
Yeah.
a lot of those faces. Like they lead the league in all those stats. I don't
Yeah.
think you can find them on Statcast, but they lead the league in all those. So yeah, they're the Cowboys and Bengals are both really bad.
Hmm.
The Ravens and Steelers defense ain't been great either, but the Cowboys and it was kind of a you had to make the list four,
Yeah.
but it was basically a two-team race.
All right.
But yeah, I think they're paying some dudes and they're that bad and people just run wide open. I gotta go Cowboys. But I definitely respect you taking the Bengals, the team that just gave up 39 to the Jets.
Yeah. I almost went Cowboys, but my caveat was just because okay, their offense can keep them in essentially every game. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it for the show. You got any thoughts today? Any other thoughts?
No. Looking forward to was it week 9 already?
Already flying by.
Jesus Christ, that don't even sound right saying that.
No.
So yeah, I'll be up in Tennessee for the Bears and Bengals game. Not sure if I'm going yet, but uh, we'll be right out the stadium, outside of the stadium, if not. So yeah.
Alrighty, bet. So that's the show. See y'all on Saturday.